Hello, it's Rashmir here. So what is leadership? This is an interesting question, right? It's a question that people often Google, what is leadership? There have been a lot of books that have been written about leadership over the years, trying to define it, trying to explain it, trying to articulate what makes a good leader. There's a lot that's been said about the differences, for example, between leadership and managers or leadership and management. There's even, work on the capacities of leaders, the qualities of leaders, the different styles of leadership that exist, and when and how you might want to deploy different approaches to leadership. I mean, we could go on and on and on in terms of what's been written and said about leadership. And yet it's really interesting because it's kind of this slightly ephemeral thing. It's quite hard to define in some ways. But here's the thing. The really interesting question may not be so much what is a leader or what is leadership. It might actually be more personal than that. So let me give you two questions to just reflect on. And as I share these questions, just note your inner response to them. So the first is this: are you a leader? Are you a leader? And the second is this: do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be a leader? Now, the reason I asked you to note your inner response is, look, at an intellectual level, you might have had a very quick answer. Yes, no, maybe, I'm not sure, who knows, right? But in addition, there would have been other reactions going on within you, right? An emotional response, a feeling, perhaps different voices with different perspectives. So a part of you might have been shouting out, yes, absolutely, I am a leader, or I want to be a leader. Another part of you might have been saying, actually, hang on a second, leadership is kind of tricky. I don't want to be there. That's putting ourselves on the firing line. Or perhaps it's a different kind of a fear, a hesitation, a withdrawal, an unwillingness, maybe even to step in, right? What are the feelings and the emotions there? And what are the connected thoughts? If you can sit with that, whatever your initial intellectual answers were, that could be very useful and insightful for you. Because there's no point really looking at the types of leadership, the definitions of leadership, the capacities and qualities of good leaders, unless you first know whether you are a leader and whether you want to be a leader. Then we can start to go from there. We can move forward with exploring the who, where, when, what, why of leadership as it relates to you, to your life, to your mission in the world. Now, if you feel so inclined, please leave a comment below this video. I'd love to hear what was evoked in you when I asked those two questions. Are you a leader? And do you want to be a leader? Thanks very much, and see you in the next video.